Let's be completely honest. Money is trust. We all believe this, yet we often let it slip from our minds. The numbers in our bank accounts look rock solid and make us feel safe. But they aren't rock, they're a promise. And a promise can change overnight. History is clear enough to force us to learn. From Rome to Byzantium, from Florence to revolutionary France. From Civil War America to the 1997 Asian crisis to Lebanon. The outcome is always the same. Collapse isn't an exception. It's the usual order of things. So, is this just pessimism? No. It's about the early skeptic preventing a big personal collapse. Come on, let's walk through this calmly and clearly from the top. No hype, no jargon, just the plain truth. Why isn't money bedrock? Because money is an agreement we all accept together. A few lines of law, a central bank decision, a stamp, a signature. When things go well, nobody questions it. But when things change, that agreement can lose meaning fast. The first lesson is this. It isn't paper and screenshots that matter. It's acceptance and trust. Byzantium's gold lesson, the solidus and debasement for centuries. Byzantium's solidus was the world's most reliable money, the gold standard in every merchant's pouch. Then, slowly, the fineness slipped. Purity was shaved, alloy content rose. At first, no one noticed. But trust melted before the metal did. Not all at once, creak by creak. Result, the coin everyone trusted turned into a coin everyone doubted. Who came out ahead? Those holding what even the state can't print: gold, land, hard tourage property. Timeless lesson 1. States eventually dilute their money. Real value flees to uncounterfeitable assets. The plague and COVID shocks redistribute wealth 1347 to 1351. The Black Death took a huge share of Europe's population. Terrifying because it was. But the economy is never one color. Labor shortages made work valuable. Survivors with able hands demanded higher wages. Empty houses and fields appeared. Those with liquidity saw opportunity. COVID followed a similar rhythm. Supply chains snapped, money was printed, asset prices swelled. Those with cash, liquidity, bought. Those living paycheck to paycheck struggled. Timeless lesson 2. Crisis accelerates the liquid and exhausts the illiquid. Pandemics reassign wealth. Florence's bankers, the too big to fail, fable in the 1340s. Florence was Europe's financial hub. The Bardi and Peruzzi dynasties lent to kings. Edward III stopped paying, and the banks toppled like dominoes. The promises of the big-name players also fail given time. Timeless lesson 3. Too big to fail may be a slogan. The fate of your deposits depends not on the institution's story, but on its cash flows, America's. Civil War, greenbacks versus graybacks. The North printed greenbacks, the South printed graybacks. War was financed with paper. What does too much paper do? More money chases the same goods. Prices rise, wages can't keep up. In the South, credibility collapsed. Who won in that scenario? Those holding food, land, gold. Timeless lesson 4. Even your own country can suffer a currency collapse. Not paper, but tangible value protects you. Revolutionary France, Askenat's good intentions aren't enough. Churchlands were backing for the assignat. In theory, solid. In practice, the press didn't stop. As paper multiplied, trust evaporated. Farmers refused paper and asked for goods or silver. Timeless lesson 5. It's not intent that sets value, it's scarcity and acceptance. As long as the state can print, paper's worth tends to thin out. The 1997 Asian crisis, borrowing in other people's money, what started in Thailand pulled a region under. The peg broke. Dollar-denominated debt became unpayable as local currencies weakened. Credit couldn't roll, unemployment soared. Those with access to dollars stood firmer in the storm. Those without were swept by the waves. Timeless lesson 6. Foreign currency debt feels comfy on calm seas and sinks you in a storm. Lebanon, 2019-2021. Locked doors, banks, froze accounts. Depositors couldn't access their own money. The currency lost most of its value. The middle class, retirees, doctors. When trust is pulled, a bank balance turns into a line on paper. Timeless lesson 7. Money in a bank is a loan to the bank. In a crisis, it may not be repaid. The recent things we think we know: 2008, homes lost, some banks rescued. 2020, trillions deployed to keep the machine running. Asset prices inflated. 2023, confidence breaks at regional banks equals rapid failure. Timeless lesson 8. Trust is like a tide. When it goes out, you finally see what's left on the shore. So what do? Not fear-mongering building a framework. History doesn't hand us one true answer, but it draws thick lines. Hold real assets: gold, silver, liquid and portable; land, productive tools, equity in cash-generating businesses, liquidity in crises. Opportunity flows to cash. Cash isn't only your local currency. Think in baskets. Debt structure. Foreign currency, debt can pull you under in storms. Floating rates can flip on you. Geographic and institutional diversification. Don't tie yourself to one bank, one country, one currency. Skills equals inflation-resistant assets. The baker, the repairer, the coder. Production keeps its meaning even when money loses it. Simple habits, an emergency fund, small but steady hard asset accumulation, and some cash within physical reach. Reading discipline, central bank communications, fiscal deficits, banking news. The signals show up before the dust settles. In short, not blind faith, but intelligent skepticism plus a simple system. What do we mean by collapse is an opportunity? It may sound harsh because collapse hurts first, but for the prepared, when prices fall, good assets get cheap. After the Black Death, land. After 2008, housing. When supply is tight, productive businesses. Common thread, liquidity plus composure. Not just what you own, but what you can do. Gold and land are good. Skill is even more resilient. In crises, people still eat, heat, repair, and update software. Producers don't stay poor for long. That's why your portfolio isn't just an account. It's your mind, hands, and network. The question, will a collapse happen, is the wrong one. It will. The real question is, what will you hold and what will you produce on that day? Paper promises or tangible value, passive waiting or active building. If this narrative stirred something in you, stick around. History is a guide. Let's learn to read it together. Subscribe and share your own lesson in the comments.